What's poppin', Chooms? Diamond Dust here, and today we are in the Drake Caterpillar over at Seraphim Station because I have to get the Caterpillar souped up with a few things. And I figured this all lines up perfectly for my next video, which I know there's been a little bit of a delay on, and I'm getting there. We are going to be going to Area 18 over on ArcCorp. And I feel this video is going to drop just in time because some of y'all need to figure out how to get around Area 18, especially because Invictus Launch Week is being held over there this year. So, that being said, I'm not going to get into all the specifics about what Invictus Launch Week is. Basically, it's a military ship show. Go check out some of the other channels that talk about that, because I really don't dig into that as much as I do. You know, if we had an industry week, I would definitely be in on that. Anyway, I got to go get some Durangos, which are some power plants for the Caterpillar. So I figured 2 birds, 1 stone. Let's get after it. And also, I will do a video on the Caterpillar and, you know, how it's all laid out soon. Anyway, let's get this funky worm going and let's get after today's video. And as always, feel free to come check us out. And I've got a bunch of new openings over on Start Playing if you're interested in Cyberpunk Red or even the Blade Runner RPG. I know, not related, just plugging that in there because it helps keep the channel going. Alright, so with that, let's get after it. So we are going to go ahead and make our way up into fan module. And I need F12, just close global chat just in case. Alright, we're going to go ahead and hop into the ship here. Which, mind you, this is much bigger than most of the other ships I fly. But this is as big of ships that I will fly. It's classified as a medium freighter. Alright, so we're going to hop in. And we're going to go ahead and start making our way out the door nice and slow here. Scoot over just a little bit and we are outie. Alright, so first thing I recommend, we are at Seraphim Station, which last we left off we were on Orison. I went back to our port of call at Seraphim Station just to kind of give you an idea of where we're going. So, we're going to go ahead and throw on nav mode here. Get things kind of fired up. Now, in order for us to get around to other places, we need to jump back down to Crusader. Because navigating around systems, it works as star system, but in order to navigate from planet to planet system, you need to be at the planet. So to get to a moon, let's say I'm on Hurston, okay? Let's say I'm floating around Aberdeen on Hurston, and I need to get to, let's say, Yella over here in the Crusader system. Go from Aberdeen to Hurston, go around Hurston, jump to Crusader, and then from Crusader, you go to Yella, which, of course, if you're going to Yella, you're probably going to Grimhex. We'll talk about Grimhex in a later video. Alright. And, of course, you can jump to other space stations that are around here as well. So, right now, we're looking at Arc L3, which is opposite of the planet we're trying to go to. We're trying to go to ArcCorp. The ArcCorp, it sits on the map. It kind of sits southeast Stanton, which it should be right over there. So what we need to do, we need to nav on over. Let's see how to get around Crusader. Ah, there we go. There's the nav point. So, of course, if you are coming from Crusader and you're looking for the other planets, Hurston's going to be right across the way from you. Microtech will be off to your left, which will be going there too to go to New Babbage. And then finally, ArcCorp is over here to your right. Unless you're upside, well, it depends on which way you're facing. ArcCorp is also closest to the Pyro Gateway, which is right about, or no, that's the Terra Gateway. Pyro Gateway is over here. So if you see the Pyro Gateway, ArcCorp is going to be the closest planet to there. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to jump on over. And we're on our way. So with that, just give you a good look at the Caterpillar here. Ain't she gorgeous? I realize I don't have game audio recording right now, which is, I mean, that's okay, but we'll have it on when we get over to Area 18. Alright, so here at this point, I am going to cut the video, and we'll cut back over to when we get over ArcCorp, and I'll show you how we get there. All right, hello everybody. We are back, and we are over the large, basically. To understand, ArcCorp is a city planet where it's just city upon city upon city upon city. It's just the planet is covered in city. Think like Coruscant from Star Wars, and you'll keep out in line for it. What we're looking for is Area 18. There's going to be over here. Also, they have an iconic location called the Skyscraper. Now, up top is Area 18 and ArcCorp's Port of Call by GD Point. If you are new and you want to get your Cobalex delivery rep up, this is the place to go to, because you'll be doing a lot of runs from Baijin down to Area 18. So we're going to go to Area 18. We're going to just do the jump. And perfect. So you see that large building like right there? That is this large like flat building right here. That is Riker Memorial Spaceport. That will be our place that we're going to be landing at. Let's see, where is the tower at? A little foggy today, so it's not going to be as easy to see. It's like all the way over there. But anyway, Area 18 is massive. It's the biggest district in all of ArcCorp. So, what you're going to be looking for to get to Riker Memorial Spaceport, now you can only see one of them right now here on the screen. It's like just below my reticle here. There's blue dots. And these blue dots, they pulse all the way up into the sky, and it's much easier to see at night. That is the beacon for Riker Memorial. And the beacon's very noticeable, like right here. So, we are going to float ourselves on over here. Now, if you're flying a small craft over here, it's going to be a lot easier to land. Bigger crafts, be patient and take your time landing at Riker. There are a lot of different landing bays. depending on what size of ship you're flying, and it will vary depend on where you're landing. Small ships, you're going to have side loaders. Mediums, you might have a side loader, you might have a top loader. Large ships, I'm confident, are mainly top loaders. And extra large, I think, are only going to be top loaders. All right. I'm going to see if Riker has come up on my comms yet. It has. Alright, so we're going to be landing all the way over there. So, just a heads up, the landing areas around Area 18 are cramped. Take your time, get yourself over there. Then, get ourselves aligned with the doors. Pull ourselves forward. And I tend to like to work from third person point of view to make sure that I am like where I'm supposed to be. I know some people are like, no, you must stay in first person all the time. But I don't believe in that. Play how you're comfortable. There we go. Just because the Caterpillar, as much as I do like it, the wing is large. And the cockpit is offset on it. There. Touchdown. And of course, you know, I'm gonna top off the tank while I'm here. Alright. We are looking good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get on out of the Drake Caterpillar here. Now, normally I would have civvy clothes for when we go into town, but I figured this was kind of a spontaneous trip to go find these Durangos. But with that in mind, we're going to take some time to tour ArcCorp. And it does take a little bit of time to get around ArcCorp just because it is a very busy place. In fact, I would recommend, if not Orison, ArcCorp's Area 18 here. Area 18 at ArcCorp is probably another beginner-friendly location to come to. So we're going to go to Riker Memorial Spaceport. And they're compared to some of the others, Riker doesn't quite have as many bells and whistles. Much like TISA. TISA, however, the dealership is at the spaceport. Area 18, Astro Armada, that dealership is actually in the city.
Hello.
Oh.
And welcome to Riker Memorial Spaceport, servicing the greater Area 18 metropolitan area. We hope you have safe travels wherever your final destination may be.
So, of course, as always, just to kind of top myself off, I grab myself an apple. And I imagine this place is going to get dressed up for Invictus launch week. However, this is where Riker Memorial Spaceport. It's kind of a big airport terminal, is what it looks like.
Want your company to be in good
And
ArcCorp's
ArcCorp, just as a little bit of information, what they are is a company that they make parts, but they also have basically become landlords to corporations where they rent out their space to everyone else. So over here is Traveler Rentals. which you can also find over at Area 18 as well. And then we have Vantage at TISA. There's the VIP lounge over there. I'm not sure what exactly the VIPs get, but I'm no VIP. Of course, we come through customs, which it's set up like most of the other places for customs. And then, restricted access, we are going over to the shuttle station. So, when Invictus Launch Week comes up, one of the places that you guys will be heading to, and I'm not going to cover it in this video because it's not as important for like general use. You'll be going to the Bevic Convention Center for Invictus Launch Week. I'm going to leave you to explore that as a surprise. However, over here we're going to go to ArcCorp well, we're going to be going to Area 18 Central, the ArcCorp Plaza. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stand up and let you just kind of get... It feels like Coruscant meets Night City here. Just see all sorts of space traffic moving up and down, which are like actual spaceships moving up and down the streets here. Which I hope this becomes a lot more traversable, because I wouldn't mind just taking my tumbril and just riding through here. I don't have one yet. But yeah, there's just a lot of advertising everywhere. From Sakura Sun to Casaba to Stegman's, Fizz, of course the Fizz advertisement, political advertisements, snack advertisements, storage advertisements, Gastro Armada right there. Of course, if you are, a Blade Runner fan, you're gonna get a kick out of what you'll encounter here on the platform. Cubby Blast, very important. Oh, ooh, the tram's doing weird things. I hope we don't fall through. All right, here we go. Of course, ArcCorp's... I imagine this has got to be ArcCorp's CEO. Or I'm not sure who exactly she is. I've never gotten an answer on it. If you do have an answer to this, throw it in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah. And of course, one of ArcCorp's quantum drives being floated in front of there. Alright. What else do I need to cover? We've got, of course, more storage terminals. But we are going to go over to ArcCorp Plaza. So, coming into Area 18, you've got a few different ways here. This way will take you back to Riker Memorial Spaceport, and if you want to go to the convention center, hop back on that tram and you'll keep on going. So, make our way up here, and there is just storage and banking terminals everywhere. We don't have to use banking terminals yet. But yes, ArcCorp Plaza, you will not miss it, because there is this statue right here of the gears. However, of course, ArcCorp Tower as well. So, let's talk about ArcCorp Plaza. ArcCorp Plaza facilitates 4 major stops. Of course, tram station. We have Empire Medical, which is a hospital here for Area 18. We have the Trade Development Division, where you can sell off your goods here. And then, of course, ArcCorp Tower. So we'll go on over to ArcCorp Tower here, and we'll make our way into the... We'll make our way in, and I'm going to show you some of the things that happen over here at ArcCorp Tower. Well, IO North Tower is what it's called. IO North Tower. So here at IO North Tower, there is also just a lot to Area 18.
Area 18's premier center for business development.
Also,
Please consult any of our associates.
the statue will acknowledge you, or the hologram will. It acknowledges every visitor, and it's kind of interesting. So we've got commodity shops here where you can buy goods, and I think you can also sell goods here as well. Which the only thing you can buy here is waste. Of course, elevators that will take you to other locations as well. That is, I think, a VI. What is this? Can I open it? Ah, the Million Mile High Club. No, I cannot go there. Yeah, you have to be a very certain type of member to be able to get into that place. Of course, we got our justice terminals. However, also in IO North Tower, we have a shop for, well, everything you might need for defense purposes. We have Center Mass. A Center Mass sells everything that goes boom, pew, and pow. I know I'm kind of hamming it up there, but don't mind me. So if you are looking for any types of ship weapons, whether it be mass drivers, the classic laser repeaters from Clausen Warner, a ballistic cannon from Bering, laser repeaters, laser cannons, ballistic repeaters, or aka machine guns. You name it, it's here. I mean, like, this alone... what is this? Oh, yeah, the ballistic Gatling from Bering. What are you? Why... You look like a sniper rifle that's just... Huh. I'm kind of interested by that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we have a whole variety of cannons and repeaters up here. And I also think you can buy personal weapons here as well. Yeah, personal weapons right here. You can get ammo, you can get guns, you can get attachments as well. What's under miscellaneous? And you can also get med pens here and oxy pens. Okay. So, if you are looking for like all things firepower and you don't want to go like too far in and you just need guns, just go to IO North Tower, go up to the second floor, and make your way on up to Center Mass. Which, honestly, Center Mass, I think they also have one on Microtech as well at New Babbage. It's your one-stop shop for all things that shoot. So, that being said, we are going to, as soon as I pull up my nice little reference map, because this video is just going to take a little longer, due to the simple fact that there is a lot inside ArcCorp. So of course, we have the retail bridges for you to go purchase stuff as well, and then if you're looking for food, you get the food court. But we are going to follow the retail bridges. We're going to go down here and into, well, retail bridges. So, coming down here, Spectrum Unlimited. Yes, this is a reference to the social media site. We're going to make our way in. Of course, if you need a hot dog or if you need some pips, which I could probably use some pips, actually. All right. So, first things first, we're gonna, once you come across the retail bridges, we are going to take a right, and I'm going to show you, especially for those of you guys who are going to be spawning in at Area 18, where you're going to be showing up at. This is Adira Falls Apartments, also connected to IO North Tower. This is where you will be spawning in if you log out on in Area 18. This is the spot. Really nice apartments too, by the way. And yes, I could definitely go for a burrito as well. Get that hunger fixed. So, next stop, we did stop at Center Mass. But if you want more guns and you want armor, we're going to stop on over here at Cubby Blast. Cubby Blast, weapons and ammo since 2932. The year is 2955. So, yeah, already, like, one of my favorite shotguns, the Bearing. And where is... Do they have the Gallant? Well, they got arc lights up here. But if you are looking for guns, if you're looking for armor, this is the stop. Also, of course, if you're looking for, like, a Pyro Multi-Tool and Cruise Lux, that's here as well. But we've got a couple aisles dedicated to weapons. Of course, stuff from Gemini, Bearing, what we got down here? Kaztak arms. Kaztak is okay. Let's see. The Custodian, though, that's actually one of Kaztak's best weapons right there. And then the Devastator's pretty good. Their ballistic weapons aren't that hot, though, in my opinion. Of course, we've got the LH-86 auto pistol, which they sell a whole line of those here. If you need ammo, they got it. If you need armor, they've got it. Like, they've got a good selection of armor here, from like heavier armors, from Clark Defense Systems. We've got what we got? RSI. Nope, more there. Oh, just everything Clark. Okay. What else do they sell here? Personal weapons and, of course, ammo and attachments. A variety of different, like, food for while you're out in the field as well. We've got plenty of different undersuits to fit your liking. Cubby Blast, very much, it is one of the first shops that I had stepped into when I first joined with my friends Emeron and Rob Barefoot. So, yeah, they've got a good selection of stuff here. If you're looking for Virgil's ground armor, they've got this as well. So, that being said, let's get on around the corner then. To, of course, the biggest Casaba store in all of Stanton. Now, you might be wondering, well, Casaba, isn't that just a generic clothing store on most space stations? It is. But Casaba, if you take time to read their backstory, I find their story to be charming. As Casaba is the name of a fantasy city in a tale that a couple of parents told their children while riding around their freelancer, selling goods and doing trade. And then they became, roving traders, and now they're like the biggest clothing chain in all of the UEE. They've got everything from, your fancy jackets to leather jackets to t-shirts to hats to shoes. If you're looking for some drip for when you're not out in the black and you're just, hanging out in the city, or if you're staying planetside for a little while, come to Casaba. They've got something for everyone. Now, I only say this just because, like, I like it, and also they're not asking like an arm and a leg for things. And of course, if you need Cruise Lux or water, they got it here as well. Actually, now I'm curious: do they have any like shipmaker T-shirts? That is something I am also looking for. So yeah, and they've got it sorted out by all the different categories, including gloves. So, shirts. Do we have any company shirts here? I'm always looking for shipmaker shirts, and they do not. So those are going to be out on the stations. Got it. All right. Also, that is a big camera. Okay, so that being said, this is a good spot to stop in, get like all your new stuff when you are fresh into the verse. I think this is a really good spot for a lot of new people to jump in at. Ah, the vulture. And yeah. Be like, all right. We are going to next take a stop over at the Astro Armada, which the Astro Armada is the ship dealer for Area 18. And well, if you are, there are some things that are sold here that are not going to be sold at Crusader or at over on Orison or over at Lorville. Oh, there's nothing on the display this time around. Interesting. I wonder what they're getting ready for. I bet they're getting ready for Invictus launch week. I bet that's what's going on here. But of course, Astro Armada's got stuff from Anvil. They've got stuff from APOA, which APOA, they sell some really funky ships over here. Argo, they just have the Atlas and the CSV. If you want like the heavy duty Argo ships, go to Lorville. The Banu Defender, if you want an alien ship, the Banu is here. Consolidated Outland, some of their ships are here, and their hover quad. Crusader Industries, it is the Hercules and the Intrepid. Hesperia, you can only get that here, I think. If I remember correctly, it's only... Gatak, the Suilin is here. Kruger, they don't really have any quantum-capable ships yet, but soon, so I've heard. If you're looking for the Star Lancer Max, that'll be here as well. And if you're looking for Origin ships, those are here as well. Such as, of course, the Origin 890 Jump space yacht. Alright. That being said, everything's a little too rich for my blood right now. Now, the reason why I came here to Area 18, we're going to take a little trip down to Dumpers Depot. Which, Dumpers Depot, it's a parts shop. Come in here to get your parts, get your ordnance, get all sorts of good shit over here. And, yeah, they you name it, they probably got it. They even have a commodity shop here, which commodities that are sold here, what is sold here? Recycled material. Realize they sold that here. Anyway, what I am looking for is a couple of Durangos to throw into my ship. Size 2. I need size 3. They're probably not going to put the size 3 power plants in here. So, we're going to stop in here. We're going to go over to... They even have vehicle weapons. They have They even have some of the components that you need to modify your ships as well. Like, of course, like for the Anvil Hornet, you can get a nose turret adjustment. Let's see, what other things can you get? The Reliant Gilroy gimbals, you can get turrets. There is a lot that's on here. Missiles as well. What do they got for liveries? Starfarers, Retaliator, Freelancer, Avenger, Aurora. Nothing for... Nothing for Drake. Okay. Alright. Sounds good. So, we're going to go over to systems. We are going to go over to power plants. Alright, and what I am looking for, there it is. Grade A industrial, size 3. Oh. 400,000. Alright. So, with that, we'll go ahead and pop those into the Caterpillar here later. Actually, I should probably do it now so I don't forget. But yeah, and when you stop by Dumper's Depot and you want to install what you got on here, open up your ship that you got those parts for, and we're gonna go over to systems. And we are going to install our Durangos. We went from grade C industrial up to grade A industrial, so we should have more power output for our ship. Alright, so that being said, that is that for the retail bridges. Our next stop, of course, is going to take us over to the food bridges. Or the food court. Zone 3. Which there looks like we'll have a lot more vendors coming in hopefully soon. But it's home to their bar, the G Lock bar, which it is very much a pilot bar. It's a very swanky little place. I mean, they even just got like an engine hanging from, like, they got thrusters hanging from the ceilings. It's a fancy little bar. Of course, bunch of food vendors here as well. And then finally, that takes us back over here to ArcCorp Plaza. So with that, of course, to get back to Riker Memorial Spaceport, we'll make our way downstairs here and catch the tram, and we're gonna get on out of here. So, I suppose as I go and wait for my tram here, I believe this where I'm going to leave you as I head out. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to stick around for the post-video segment here. And as always, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the verse. Until then, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hey chimps, thanks for watching the video. Are you interested in joining us out in the verse? Well, go ahead and before you go out and get a starter package to get in, use my referral code star-Z7BW-PXC9, and you'll get just a little extra boost after you purchase your first game package. And as always, I'll see you out there. Bye-bye.